Okay, so first I have to highlight the problems, right, that can go wrong with spacing and timing, right? You come on, mic up a little bit closer too. Yeah, it's foots. He's mad good. So his problem, Ty's problem, is the fact that like he can use moves up close pretty well. He knows what to do most of the time. He does magic 4 well, all this stuff, right? But the problem is that he can't play the range game well, right? So that kind of makes your buttons very awkward when you play someone who can play that range game pretty well, right? Like for example, Foots, he has very good keep out tools. Like you'll probably use one right now, to be quite honest with you, like that was very good. Now the reason why that high right there was very good, or can you guys just like infer why that was good right here? Why there's so many reasons why this was hard to beat.
Isn't that high a launcher, and then also on top of that, putting him in back turn still means that even if you try to punish him, he has a button available to kill you?
That's not exactly. I mean, if he was front turned, it wouldn't have mattered. It really wouldn't have mattered. But
the recovery on that move is so fast that I feel like throwing it out
as
keep out is not exactly the worst thing in the world.
Okay, we're getting warmer. We're definitely getting warmer. So that's number one, is that recovers super fast, right? That's one of the things that make a keep out tool makes a keep out tool very good, right? Is there anything else you can think of? Any other ideas, guys?
It's also a forward advancing move, right?
Yeah, a little bit. It's not that important though, because you already said it recovers fast, so you can get away from them very fast too. But the reason why this is very good from him, extremely good, is because look at how far away Tide is. Look how far away he is.
That's range 3.
What is he supposed to whiff punish him with? Oh, whoops! I controlled the wrong character.
Forward 1.
I don't think Lee had. Yeah, Lee would have to use forward 3, and he'd have to dash in pretty deep.
4-2-1.
Yeah, you have to use 4-4-3 and dash in like super far in. And then he'd also have to see it whiff first too, right? I mean, he pressed the button. He could have blocked. Foots could have blocked. He could have blocked there instead. But that move recovers super fast, right? That's number one. Number two, he's super far out. He's so far out, there's literally nothing he could whiff punish on reaction to him using that keep out tool, right? It's literally not possible in a real match to on reaction like punish this, especially when he's backdashing still, right? While he's in the animation of backdashing, it's very hard. These are things that makes it very good in the way that he used that move. Now, here's another thing that makes it very good, is the fact that let's say that he used a move preemptively, right? I controlled the wrong character again. Let's say instead of whip punishing, right? He used a move instead, like preemptively, like that, like 4-2 or down 4-2. It's just all whipping. Like, even though I'm pressing a button that's supposed to counter hit him, it's supposed to counter hit him, but he's still not hitting him at all. You see what I mean? So that goes into keep out tools. That goes in how to use keep out tools well. How to use keep out tools well. And I can actually just copy and paste exactly what I put for him right here. Copy. And then paste. There goes. So these are the 5 things that I said to him, which was they're at a range. Okay, they can't whip punish you at a range, at the range that they're at, right? That's number one. We went over that. They can't press a button immediately, like being in range for a button, without forward dashing, which is very important. So you're also forcing them to forward dash in order to make their move list good, right? That's another thing. And then also, what else I say here? Yeah, if they forward dash into a button, they just get counter hit or launched or whatever. Let me just change this real quick. Okay. So what I want to show next is him forward dashing, which would be this. So like that. So like now I'm trying to like go in, right? And then this happens. So he's doing multiple things at once. I can't preemptively hit a button to hit him. I can't whip punish him or reaction either. Because he's too far away. He's way too far away. Can't whip punish him or reaction. And if I try to go in, he just gets keep out. Like, he gets hit by a keep out tool all at the same time, right? And like I said, timing and spacing goes hand in hand. So he's using it at a very specific time. A very specific time where he has a chance to forward dash. He's giving him a chance to forward dash, right? But he's also not letting him come in because of like the timing that he used that. And he's also not letting him whiff punish him either. Without taking a huge risk, like hard reading him for doing that, right? That's just a lot of things that goes into how he's using his keep out tools, right? Now that was a good keep out tool, I am not gonna lie. But that was one of the few times.
No, I was gonna say back forward. It's always been good keep out tool.
Yeah, it's always been good. But you also have to time it and space it correctly too. You have to time it and space that, which is what I was trying to like tell him. Like the way that he uses it, when he gets a counter hit, it's completely random. Like this counter hit launch that he did right here, which is random. Like it's not consistent. It's not something that you're continuously trying to make happen over and over, right? So we go on. Like right there, puts again used a great keep out tool at the perfect time. Keep going on, and right there he just died. There was another moment that I saw that was very crucial too. I don't know if I can find it, but if I can, then there's nothing wrong with that. Oh, I think it's right here. Okay, number one, he lost his round because he never used heat. I just want to let y'all know that right now. He lost his round because he never used heat. Always use heat. I'm a teaching moment, Pog. What's up, Todd? What's up, bro? Is keep out used when you see the opponent coming in? No, that is actually the next thing I was about to talk about. I was going to talk about exactly how you time and space your buttons. Now, that's after I get out of his replays. But, you know, Todd died right here. I'm just letting y'all know that. You should have used heat. Whoops. Like right here, he's +4. Just use heat, bro. Just use heat. Just use heat. But that's besides the point. Anyways, the point I'm trying to make here is the fact that, do y'all see this whiff right here? We all seeing this? You just whiff this just for no reason. Now, what do you think Fang's going to do right here?
Probably going to do one of his Kempo options, whether it's the high, the hop kick, or the big low.
The high, the hop kick, the bit low. One of those things. Now, let's say, okay, so the high actually doesn't reach, I'm pretty sure, and the low also doesn't reach, and the 3 is too slow. So knowing this, right, and knowing that all of these options actually don't work, what do you think Fang's going to do after he sees you whiff? Like, what do y'all think he's about to do right here?
Could cancel and do something like a down back 3.
Yeah, he could, which is actually, I think that's what he did. Oh, he did 4-3 instead. But yeah, he canceled it, and then he tried to go up and pressure him. And he actually died for this. Now here's a crucial part right here, is that I know this, and I don't play Fang. So I can take advantage of this. This is something that you can take advantage of. Whoops. I keep controlling the wrong person. I know that he has nothing to whiff punish me here, which means I still can press. If he forward dashes, or if he tries to take his turn, he's just gonna get hop kicks. Or you don't even have to hop kick, you can 1-2. This is very crucial too. Using 1-2 jabs for this, for keep out at the right times, is very crucial as well. It's very safe, it's extremely fast, and it's very crucial. Or if you're playing Reina, 1-1. Or if you're playing Lars, you can 1-1 as well. Either one works, you know, whatever you want to do. But it's a 10 frame jab, and you can just use that, right? Now, now if Fang doesn't decide to go in, right, and you do hop kick, the thing you gotta know here is that if he backdashes, he cannot be in a range where he can whiff punish you for your hop kick. Or punish you for your 1-2 jabs either. Because he's so far away. Like, you see how far away they are? He just 1-2 and I like, hold on. Like, he doesn't really have anything to whip punish him again. Or like, just take advantage of that. Unless you go on a stance, alpha 1-2. But that's besides the point. The point is that if you know the range that the other person needs to whiff punish you, you can utilize that and like outspace them a lot. You want to be at a range where you're outside the range of their buttons, and so you're forcing them to forward dash, which is what he did right here. When he whiffed, he's outside of the range of all of his buttons. Still, he's outside the range of all of his buttons, so he's forced to forward dash, which is a great time to hop kick. That's a great time. Keyword is timing. That's how you figure out good timing. Or that's one of the ways. One of the ways, right? Now, let me go ahead and invite y'all to a player match, because I already talked about that. Create sessions. Or actually, you can invite me. Can one of y'all invite me?
We can't invite.
You can't?
I don't know who the owner of the session is currently.
Oh, never mind. Alright, I'll just make a new room then. It's all good. It's all good.
It's me, I got it.
Oh, okay, bet.
Alright, never mind. Everyone's done.
Wait, what? Why is everybody... What?
Everyone left.
Oh, what? I mean, alright, that's cool too. I'll just invite y'all anyway. Zeppool. Joke. Running joke. Huh. Just back 3-3? What is back 3-3?
So low high.
Oh, the low high? I don't think that reached in that situation. We could check, but I really don't think it reaches. Which is my point. Alright, yeah, just come up and let's go ahead and go into a match. Then I'm gonna tell you guys how you're supposed to react to somebody. Or what's the right words for it? How you can let me pick a different character. Who can I pick? Who can I pick? Where's Lars? I actually can't find him. Reina it is. Whatever. Who cares?
Get ready for the next battle.
The replays after that conversation were comparatively a lot better. It became much easier to recognize shit. Yeah, bro. I'm just letting you know. I don't know if you've seen, but last time we played, I requested one of these sessions. One of these sessions? I have a Metafy, bro. If you want to go to my Metafy, it's !Metafy. Or coaching. I'll catch you later, Ty. So I will tell y'all how to figure out someone's timing. There's a lot of key moments where you can figure out someone's timing, and it comes down to your reactions, and it comes down to how good you're recognizing pattern recognition. So how to recognize someone's timing when you're out of range. Let's start with that, because there's different ways. Like, somebody could sidestep in your face and like whatever timing they want to do, right? So if you're out of range, let me just let the timer go. But if you're out of range, obviously you only have a few options to stay safe, and that an option that everyone does, which is backdashing, sidestepping, you know, types of movement like that. Pressing buttons, like I guess she is electric. Like you see this, you know. The point that the part that I want you guys to like really focus on is the way that I'm backdashing into my button. So it looks like I'm really just doing nothing here, like nothing too special with these electrics. But to figure out my timing for the electrics, if I'm always doing it off a backdash, if I always do it off a backdash, is if you have to see the end of their backdash. What do they do at the very end animation of their backdash? Yeah. So you can either input forward, you can either sidestep, you can do an electric, or basically anything else. But that is how to figure out someone else's timing. That's literally how to figure out their timing, based on the way that they're ending their backdash. So some people will end their backdash like halfway through. Some people will do a full backdash and then press a button. This is like very, very crucial, because then you can start figuring out their timings as well. And you can also use it against them, because now, like, just start backdashing. So like now I'm starting to use electrics here, and I'm timing it specifically to where your backdash ends. Like exactly when your backdash ends. This is like very hard to do unless you play a lot of games and keep getting better at playing a keep out game, right? But I'm at a range where you literally cannot punish me. Unless you make a hard read, which if you do, I can punish you pretty hard for that. Kill me? No, it's too late. You just cooking some dinner and watching TNS? I just now saw you were on. Well, what up, gang? What a non-Mishima use? So, let's go with that. I'll pick Lars this time.
He's next to Alyssa.
Hmm?
He's next to Alyssa.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate you. What's up, Cut Wester? Oh, what up, gang? Let's go with his best preset. His best one.
I don't agree with that at all. I think it's preset.
You didn't even see me pick it, bro. What do you mean?
You always say it's preset 3. I don't agree.
Because it is.
It's preset 1, man. White code
for the next battle.
Recognizing their timing from the end of their backdash animation.
Round 1. Fight.
So let me talk about this real quick, is the fact that if someone does a backdash, let's say that a backdash is at least three frames that you have to use. So it's back, neutral, back. That's at least 3 frames. Now that's being generous, because no one's doing it frame perfect every time. If someone stops their backdash immediately as soon as they use it, there was no point in them using a backdash. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because they've wasted time. They could have just stood still and did the button.
Yeah, they could have just done a button, and their backdash doesn't go anywhere. It literally doesn't go anywhere either. Or they could have just held back. They actually could have just held back and done the same thing. So That's what you got to realize first, right? Is the fact that if they do something immediately out of a backdash, it completely wastes it. That is why it's very important to realize that the end of their backdash animation is the most important part, because that is how people time their moves, and that's how they space. They backdash in order to make your moves whiff, right? And that's why they'll use their moves at the end of their backdash animation. But you can also use that. You can also use that against them, right? Like I was saying earlier. Let me write this down too, which is what I just say? Freaking. If they cancel their backdash immediately, then their backdash was wasted. To the end of their backdash is important. Yes, sir. So like, oh, I can't restart it, but let's go to the next round. That applies for stepping too? It actually does, yes. It actually applies for stepping as well. Thanks for saying that. That completely applies to stepping as well. I'll just copy and paste this and just put stepping. Sidestep. That is also how you see people's timing from sidestepping. Thanks for letting me know that. So let's say I do a I'm sidestepping every time, right? Like if I do like this, try to jab back at me. See how you hit me? There's no point in canceling your sidestep immediately. There's no point in doing that. Which is why you also have to let out your sidestep play out. So now you can start to figure out their timing. Like they are sidestepping your moves pretty well, but that also gives away their timing. So some people like to sidewalk first, and they're really slow with their timing after a sidestep, right? And then some people like to sidestep and immediately press a button. It depends on what they're looking for. Some people are looking for to punish your jab. Some people are looking to like punish your freaking, I don't know, a bigger button by doing a sidewalk and getting to your back. It just depends on what they're trying to do. So like do a jab and a jab. Whoops, do it again. So like that's the timing to stop your jab. Some people are kind of like autopilot hardwired to like do that timing every time. To look out for your jabs. Now do arc blast. Now my timing's a lot slower and I'm still stepping your arc blast. But I still have time to kill you for your arc blast. But I don't have time to kill you for doing a jab and a jab. Does that make sense? Like different timings have different pros and cons, which is why high level players always switch it up. Tried to kill me? High level players always switch up their timings all the time, especially people who are on their main characters or on a character they're very familiar with. It shouldn't be that hard to switch up your timing. So like I was saying before, I was using electrics before, but now if I was playing Lars, the same thing would apply. So just backdash. So like right here, I would use arc blast, because if you forward dash at this range, I would kill you for it, right? But you're also at a range where you cannot whip punish me at all. I'm like using it at like a perfect range. So like do a backdash and a forward dash. Whoops. Yeah, like that. And it's not even that bad for the move to get blocked either. If you press a button there, you would die. Just letting you know. If you forward dash and then press the button there, you would have died. Whoops. Yeah, like that. Like I can tell when you want to attack based on your backdash. Oh. I did 4-4-1 plus 2. But the thing is that the only button that you're beating me with is a button that you're preemptively using. You're not reacting with it. You're preemptively using that. Which is very important to know. Which means that you'll always use that move, even if I do use the arc blast or not. You'll always do that. So I can just start sidestepping at this range. Now you start getting like very complicated mind games. Oh my god! What was that?
That never tracks that way. What the fuck?
I know, that's why I tried to sidestep it.
I'm trying to like show what your point is, but a backdash this. Why do you?
My bad, do it again. Yeah, like
There.
that. So like now I know that you're preemptively using it, so now I'm just gonna sidestep it every time instead of doing the arc blast, which I still could do. It's still a great option, because you could just challenge, but it depends on if you're, you know, if you really want to challenge or not, risk your life or whatever, right? So the same thing applies even with a character that has a punishable move on block. Same thing applies. This applies to Azucena's down for 2. This also applies to orbitals as well. They're just slower moves, so you have to time them differently. They're differently timed for sure. Now, Lars's orbital needs to be blocked. That move needs to be blocked. I'm talking about like Brian's orbital or like Azucena's orbital.
I don't get it. Brian's orbital is better than Lars's orbital. Why would Lars's orbital need to be blocked?
Not necessarily. They're just different. I'll tell you in a bit. Hold on. Let me write this down. Even with a punishable move, you can still use it as a keep out timing or... Well, yeah, as a keep out timing. The difference between their orbitals is the fact that like Lars's orbital goes very far forward.
That's true.
And Ryan stays like in the same place. Like do you see how like I'm kind of in the same place after arc blast?
Fight.
But if I use orbital, I'm like right here in your face. That's why you can't like use it as like you kind of you can use it as a keep out tool, but you definitely want it blocked always. Definitely want this blocked. You don't want this whiffing. Unlike this. This could whiff if you place it well, and it wouldn't really matter. Like you're at a range where you can't really punish it at all actually. But if you forward dash, you get hit. Well, you can whip punish it, but it's very risky. Like in a real match, you're not reacting to that. It's kind of hard to explain. But the mental stack is just like so there. Like you're already like you aren't just thinking about whip punishing, you're also thinking about backdashing and sidestepping. So you have to stay at a perfect range just to kill me for it. So the point is that you're predicting, right? You're predicting exactly where they are. You're predicting that they're going to backdash or they're going to forward dash. If they forward dash, they die. If they backdash, they cannot whiff punish you. Does that make sense, guys?
I think that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. And all of you play characters that have good keep out, actually. Funny enough. Or can play keep out. Thanks for mentioning Azu. No problem, bro. No problem, bro. Well, did y'all have any more questions about like timing and spacing before I go on?
No, I understand.
Oh, okay, cool. Like I said, it's like a very complicated topic, right? It's very, very complicated. So I'm gonna go into a match and then I'm gonna show off like exactly what I mean, right?
Get ready for the next battle. Round one.
You just play the game, bro.
Fight.
Oh, you just want me to fight?
Yeah, just fight, bro. Like all my arc blasts aren't going to get whiff punished just because of how I'm spacing it. Oh my god. But I'm gonna get countered though. Okay. It's time to play the game. That tracks. I respect that.
Round 2.
I respect that.
Fight.
And there it goes. Like, I can literally tell you what I'm about to do, and the strategy's so strong that I can just, like, do it whenever I want to. Like that. You see what I mean? Like, that's how strong that is. Orbital. I don't know the combos. Okay. Oh, you're dead. If I know a combo. Ooh. Ouch. Also, my music turned off. Oh my god. Bro, what was that?
111 has stupid tracking. Don't ask me why.
I'm seeing it, bro. I'm seeing it. Oh, nice. That was a perfectly timed arc blast. That was a perfectly timed, by the way. I keep using down mag 3s. I think I'm Yoshi. Oh, you were gonna die. Ow. Alright, I should be dead here. I don't play Lars, so it's kind of harder to explain with Lars. I probably should have picked Lee or something. But like, you see what I mean, right? Like, you see how like every arc blast you couldn't whiff punish, and then the ones that you, or the ones that, you know, freaking connected all hit. You didn't even get to block them. You know what I mean?
There was one I actually phased through.
Hmm?
There was one I phased through.
Oh yeah, that. Cause you forward that. Well, it was just bad timing. If I was like 1 frame slower, I would have hit you. But that's essentially it. Where like, even if you're using a punishable move, the same concept applies. Like, whenever you use the move, I was at a range where Arc Blast still hit you. When you forward dash, Arc Blast still hit you. When you 4-4 1+2, Arc Blast still hit you. And then you still couldn't whiff punish my Arc Blasts all at the same time. You know what I mean? You feel me?
Yeah, I see it.
Alright, somebody else step up to the plate. Somebody else step up. I actually know how to play Jin and Reina, so... Well, that's because they're just Mishimas.
Lars is easy to learn, man. What you mean? Everyone keeps telling me
I
about
just
how
don't
scared I am.
have his combos down. That's it. I just don't have his combos down, bro.
You just gotta figure out how to do down forward 3, cancel into Den 2. That's it.
You
Once
said
have
cancel,
that-
bro. I already lost you, man. I already
What do you
lost
mean?
you.
All you have to do is do down forward 3, hold down, and then he goes into dynamic entry, and then you just hit 2.
Mm-hmm.
On a specific timing, and they will combo.
How do you beat this type of play? There is a couple ways. There's a couple ways. Also, for anybody else in chat, y'all can ask questions. I don't care. I don't care who asks questions, bro. I really don't. But
Round 1.
hold on, real quick, Zed. I don't know how to showcase this. Okay. The only way to beat this type of play is to do an electric from just do an electric. But don't dash up though.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, so like this. Like you have to sidestep and whoops. You forward dash again, bro.
Sorry.
That's the only way you know how to do electrics?
Kinda.
Okay.
Kinda.
Okay,
Kinda like my niche.
whiff punish my electrics with back 2-1 then.
Okay.
Try to do that. Okay, that's okay. I'm timing them a little bit too perfect. But like, okay, instead of that, do hop kick. Just do a hop kick.
Okay.
So this is how you're supposed to punish them for that. You're supposed to sidestep right outside their range. Sidestep right outside their range.
Round 2.
And that'll be the easiest way to punish them for using their moves properly at a range, right? Even if Lee's using back 4 and it recovers super fast, if you have the right spacing and you're sidestepping at the right spacing and waiting for him, like, you can still punish him. That's why Lee is actually countered by Bob, because Bob has very long-reaching buttons that are fast, but also if your spacing is good, you should always be able to kill Lee, like always. He has crouch dash 2, he has 4-4-2, like all of his buttons were really far-reaching.
Damn, I didn't know they added Bob to the game.
No, not this game. I'm talking about Tekken, the older Tekkens, bro. That's the only character that countered Lee is Bob. That's the only character that countered Lee. Yeah, just being at the right spacing, right? You don't want to just mindlessly backdash, right? Like, I'm mindlessly backdashing and it's already harder for me to whip punish. Like, already. That's why when I say sometimes people who are backdashing too much is actually a bad thing, I really mean that. I truly do mean that. You lose your ability to whip punish and you lose your ability to forward dash. So, do a hop kick again. Let's say I just always miss the punish on your hop kicks every time. Let's say I miss all the punishes on every move that you use, right? Instead of me whip punishing, I can instead still go in, right? I could still forward dash and start playing my game. I can start still doing this, right? I can use those frames to go in. This is the only best time to forward dash as well. So, the same timing that you need to whip punish is the same exact timing you need that is safe to forward dash. The same timing that's good to whip punish is the same timing where it's good to forward dash. Even if you try to forward dash after they whiff, because then you can mix them. Then you can mix them, or you can do a wave dash or whatever, you know. Sometimes you can do that, and like somebody whiffs like a down forward 1, and you just wave dash, and then just go in anyway, like that. Like you just whipped, you actually just lost your. It's as if someone just blocked your move. You whipping and them forward dashing at the right time is as if they just blocked the move and you're minus. Like it's the same situation. And you pressing is kind of insane if you press after that. But it could work, because pressing when you're minus can work too. You only minus if you're a bitch. Never forget that.
I hate the fact that you say that, because we have someone that says that all the time in the Discord.
Oh.
Fucking rough.
No. It's true, man. What's up, Silver Fox?
Gene has that concept actually too.
Yeah, you're only minus if you're a
Gene
bitch.
is a crazy person.
So the same way, let's say you do forward 4, right? And then do hop kick. Do forward 4 and a hop kick. No, that's not a hop kick. The same way that works. So do forward 4 again, it's a hop kick. Oh, whoops. It recovers so slow and whiff. What the heck?
Whoops.
Alright, do electric into hop kick instead. Stop forward dashing into it, bro. Just do a windy god fist. It doesn't matter. Just do a windy. Into hop kick. Into hop kick. Like do it on whiff. Like yeah.
Okay.
Like that. Like the same concept applies. You're hella minus. The hop kick still works. You whip the button, the hop kick still works. It's the same concept. It's basically like your minus. Would you just sidestep hop knee with Yoshi or down forward 2? I mean, it depends on what you want to do. It doesn't really matter. It really doesn't matter. But it has this, they both have their pros and cons. Down forward 2 is safe, so if you miss your whip punish, it's okay. Hop kick, if you get hit out of your hop kick, it doesn't matter. You're not getting launched. So there's the pros and cons right there. And obviously on block they're different. Lee, Alyssa, and Zafina all worse than Bob? Wait, you said Lee? Nah, Lee? Like counters Lee? Camacho, you need to lay off the weed, bro. Might need to lay off that, my guy. Like, I was just 4-for-3 is the perfect whiff Punisher, but you can never land it when people do this. That's because the move is too slow. That's why. The move is too slow. It's not used as a whiff Punisher. It'd be better for you to do forward 3, or I think back 3, whichever 14 frame punish. What's up, Sonic Blade? All right. Do you guys have any questions? Because I already answered all the questions in my chat about like this concept.
Nope.
Nah. Okay. That's why when people say there was a discussion before. Y'all know Jimmy J Tran? Any of y'all know him?
Yes. No,
He doesn't post anything on Twitter much, but when he does, he posted once on Twitter that people are complaining about mashing, right? As if it's a bad thing. But mashing and fighting games are a very high level concept. Just like how I showed y'all just now. It's an extremely high level concept. You see that someone doesn't whiff punish you, so you hop kick on your whiff, and it works. Why? Because they could be out of range. They could just be out of range. They can't whiff punish you, right? And they forward dash. Or you can actually recognize that they just suck at the game and they can't whiff punish you, so your hop kicks are gonna work. That's a real thing. You just recognize that they're just trash, bro. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You dual streaming? I'm not. What's up, Kazama? This makes you rethink your defense so much. Yeah. I don't know if I'm explaining this concept very well. Tekken's like super freeform. This game is very like freestyle compared to other fighting games. It's very, very freestyle. Like you can do a lot, which is why, you know, every topic in Tekken can get complicated. Oh my god! And then obviously, you know, you can actually like play with your offense around these buttons and stuff, right? Depending on what people like to do. Like when people talk about realigning your buttons, right? So do a down back 4 and a jab. Try that. Oh, it just tracks. Okay, do it again. So like if somebody's trying to sidestep hop kick and it works against your jab, what that means is that if remember this is very important. If someone's whiff punishing your jab, they are not doing it on reaction. They are autopiloting. Whether it was a hard read or not doesn't change the fact that it was an autopilot decision. It doesn't change that fact. Now let's go back in the game. Let's try that one more time. And this concept applies to Reina as well. Reina's really good at that too, sidestepping and trying to sidestep people's buttons, because all the frames on her moves, she has good frames all of her moves, which lets her move around very easily. Some characters just have really good frames on their buttons, which lets them move a lot, versus other characters with bad frames on their buttons, like let's say Yoshi. He has very bad frames on a lot of his buttons, but he actually has pretty good movement. I think he has pretty decent movement. They buffed his movement like really hard in this game. That's why he's broken in Tekken 8. It's not even because of like any move or anything, or like he's easy to, it's because they buffed his movement. I'm telling you, like it's like straight up, like no matter how much they nerf Yoshi, he's still gonna be very good in this game, just because of that alone. You buff any character's movement and yeah, they become top tiers. That's exactly what happens. Just look at Zafina in Tekken 7. Just look at Yoshimitsu in Tekken 7.
Why is it taking so long?
I don't know. I think the game is broken. Yo, can you invite me back real quick? I'm about to But ult at 4, bro. The game is wasting my time. What's up, Kenzo?
I can't hear fucking shadows either.
Hmm? No, let me stop
I don't
streaming.
have the invite.
I got it.
Oh, you got it? Alright, bet. Why is my game being like this? Why is it being like this? I wonder. It's not like letting me start the game either. Game must have broke? I don't know. This happens sometimes, I see. Sometimes.
Great optimization of the game, by the way. Amazing.
Very much so, bro. Love to see it. Actually, you know what? I'm glad that it made me switch. I'm glad. Because now I can show something else off. I can show off a Lily flowchart. A very common Lily flowchart. Invite me real quick. Well, Lily players probably don't use this as much in Tekken 8 because all of her other moves are really good. She doesn't really need this anymore. Yo, Zedpool, where'd you
I had to do the same thing you did.
go? No way.
Way.
All right, I don't think I'll just invite y'all because I don't think you added Nairo.
Nope.
Why the game being like this, man?
Amazing AAA game.
I'm saying, bro. I'm saying. They couldn't have made it better.
This is why it's up for Game of the Year.
How was it up the game anyway? I don't know.
That is called sarcasm, Zedpool.
Oh.
Okay, I don't think. Oh, you're on. Okay. Alright, we'll wait on the running joke. Alright. I think this will be the last thing I'll show, which is a Lily flowchart. So instead of you doing down back 4, I'm gonna show you a different situation that'll help you out. You jinxed it? Nah, you're good, bro. You're good, man. Okay. So I'm gonna do down forward 1, and then you just jab and block. That's it. So it's the same situation as you doing down back 4, right? Except she's -1. But just remember this is that anytime somebody wolf punishes your jab, they're not reacting. Like they were going to do it anyway. That's very important to know when you're trying to figure out someone's timing, right? Because that means if you just block instead.
Okay, sorry.
Bruh. So don't do a jab. That means if you block instead, you're gonna block it every time because they're going to do it. Or you can sidestep, sidewalk. Try to sidewalk.
Okay.
Oh my, down for 1.
Sorry.
Wow.
Other way?
Tracking's crazy. Tracking is crazy. All right, instead of doing that, backdash. Try to backdash. I don't know if you can make it whiff. I don't think you can. Yeah, I don't think you can make that whiff. But it's besides the point. Is the point is that like she's going to do it no matter what. So just block it. You know what I mean? Like she whip punish your jab with a hop kick. Next time, just block it. So also another flowchart that lilies use is like do jab again. But this time, hold on. I'll bring you to the wall first. So like do a jab again, but after you block my down for one.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Like it's a flowchart right here. Y'all have probably been hit by that a lot. Down forward one, sidestep 2-4 into a wall splat. Now don't do the jab this time, and just stand still, I guess, or just block.
Yeah.
So this is what they do. They try to hit confirm it and see if you whiffs. But they preemptively are always going to do the sidestep 2 no matter what. You know what I mean? There is no reacting to your jab. And also you can duck and launch 2-4. Just letting you know that. Same as Jin's.
Got you.
It's the same thing with Jin. You can duck and launch their 2-4s. Now, instead of doing that, do a forward 4 on block. So I'm gonna do down forward 1, you do forward 4.
Okay, go ahead.
Now right here. Oh my god, I'm doing the wrong move. So right here, I'm just reacting to the whiff. I'm literally just reacting to it now. And that's also important to know because I slowed down my timing to figure out if you whiffed or not. I slowed it down. Which means that you can actually do like a sidestep hop kick. So try that on block. Sidestep hop kick.
Oh, okay.
Like.
Oh, I sidestep hop kick.
Yeah,
oh, okay,
you
okay.
sidestep hop kick this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
Or actually, no, don't even sidestep hop kick. Sidestep forward 4. Do that instead.
Round 1. Fight.
Or sidestep electric. Either one of those work.
Got you.
Bro.
Oh shit, why am I doing it again?
So like you're doing it really slow. Like a very slight sidestep then forward 4. Try that.
Got you.
Yeah, like that. So like because I'm trying to react, because the Lily's trying to react and see if you whiff first, now their buttons are slower and you can start realigning. And that happens. That's what happens now. And now you have their timing. I'm actually glad I could explain this concept so well. I'm so glad, bro. But if I do a sidestep hop kick where I try to beat out your jab, well, I don't know how you made it whiff, but it's still probably trade or like you're kind of risking your life for that. You're still kind of risking it. They're gonna preemptively do it no matter what. So just think of it like that: is that if they try to punish your jab, they're trying to use their button as fast as possible after a sidestep. So you're kind of risking your life trying to challenge. But if they're sidestepping and trying to react first, that means their buttons are slowed, so you can start realigning. Obviously, they still could just hop kick, but it'll be way slower too. And then you just counter and launch them, stuff like that. They also have their pros and cons. Everything has its own pros and cons. Just remember that. That's just how Tekken is. Stuff like that, And then also, let's say that I'm trying to preemptively hop kick, like after a sidestep to catch your jab. You could just do a tracking move too. So do like down forward 2. Oh my god. Do magic 4. Do magic 4, bro.
Fight.
Yeah, there you go. So now that's gonna counter hit launch or counter hit her or whatever.
+2? Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Stuff like that. I don't think Jin has any other launchers. Actually, you know what you could really do? You could do never mind, that's too complicated. Anyways, you could also do like a sidestep 1-2 if you want to beat out my hop kick. So like, okay, so do a jab, again after one block. So like this happens, right? She's preemptively doing a hop kick, but your 1-2 jabs are 10 frames and hers is 15. So you can sidestep in 1-2 instead. Sidestep 1-2. Yeah, like that. It's gonna beat it out very easily. And also, obviously, if you use a 1-2 jab, the second hit might hit them as well. It's another thing that might happen. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you figure out people's timings. And I can't believe I explained both. I'm truly in disbelief. What's up, Angel? How you doing, Habibi? With your Mewtwo emote and all that. You came in because I played Lily.
I was thinking that in my head, actually.
Yeah, I'm seeing it, bro. I'm seeing it. She ain't never coming in when I'm playing Yoshi, though. So does anybody else have any questions in chat, or anybody else have any questions in general? Nah. So y'all don't have any questions at all, like how to use this concept in a real match or anything, or is like nothing's confusing?
Nah,
like spacing and timing.
Just like executing it now. It's like you know it. Like you just gotta kind of try to go do it now.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Actually, can I get up there to show an example?
With me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want your take on this real quick.
You're Mari with the sub. Thank you. Appreciate that. Angel, say thank you. Don't be rude. I just so happen to see you on. Got you. Who do you want me to play, bro?
It doesn't matter who you play. Because you were talking about how like spacing and timing can go hand in hand.
Yeah, they do.
So like, I learned this last year from my good friend Kazuya, Lars. Lars has a very, very strong option to kind of create a spacing trap, but I think the follow-up to make it work
Get ready for the next
is kind of a it was what you were talking about, right? It's technically an autopilot / flowchart. I'm sure you've seen me do this before.
No, we'll have to see it first, bro.
Okay, so I do down back 1. Now, if I do down back 1, normally you can just, down forward 1 me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just do the down forward 1 real quick. So yeah, block it, right? Now.
Oh, I see.
Because Lars has a really strong single backdash.
Yeah.
Using down forward 1 creates space, and then I can back up arc blast any counter poke.
Yeah, that's like the same thing as I was talking about before with the Lily thing. It's like, try it again. Like you punish my jab, which means that you're not reacting at all. It's not a reaction. Actually, you can still tell if it's a reaction or not just by the way that they did it. But this is like a good rule of thumb. If they punish your jab, they're just autopiloting it.
Well, there's also a second variant to this. So we can do the whole thing like that. And then we can also sidestep.
Oh yeah. That's a pretty good flowchart, dude. That's a very good one actually. But yeah, that's like freaking, my bad, I'm having a brain fart right now. Yeah, it's like a spacing trap, like timing thing where you just do it anyway. You could also just wait for them to press a button and see if it works or not, right? So like you could do like down back 1.
I think if I just wait, I could just, in theory, wait and then do 2-1.
Yeah, so if they do a slower button, well, you don't have to do 2-1. You can just react. You can straight up just react if I do something slow, like a magic 4 or something, right? But if I do a jab, obviously it's not gonna work. Stuff like that, Yeah, that's about it, bro. I guess that's about it of this topic then.
Round 3. Fight.
I don't know why I'm having a brain fart right now. Brain's just moving slow. But yeah, that's like spacing and timing 101. And if y'all forget anything, it's just remember that if you're trying to see someone's timing, look at how they're ending their backdash, or look at how they're trying to sidestep. Like the timing for their sidesteps.
You know how Mishimas will time things off their wave dash, right?
What you mean?
Like, it's like 1 dash hell sweep, or 2 dash hell sweep, or 3 dash hell sweep, right?
Yeah.
You see this a lot with like Kazuya, but that's also a form of timing as well, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It depends though.
I can technically do it as well, right?
Yeah, it depends though. Like I was saying before, everything has its pros and cons. Let me kill you. Everything's got its own pros and cons, right? So let's say we're this far out right here. This can also be like a flowchart, like at a spacing or a timing flowchart, whatever you want to call it. They could do just enough wave dashes just to be in range, and then always do their move. They could do that just enough just to be in range, right? Sometimes they could also just straight up disrespect you and just start wave dashing, right? But that's if they know. That's if they think that you're really not going to do anything at all. And then sometimes, you know, they could just block or something in the middle of their wave dash, stuff like that. But if you can tell like the way that they're using it, you can start to use that against them. Like if you know that they're only trying to get in just enough just for their moves to hit, yeah, you can use the keep out tool pretty easy. You already have their timing down. Something's got to give you the tell for when they want to go in, you know? Like that right there, like that was perfect. My move's way too slow, so the only way for me to beat that keep out tool that you're using is instead of wave dashing, I just straight up dash up instead. But it still might not work because his freaking hell sweep's so slow. So then this happens, and then we're Jin Kazama gaming, where he launches you every 5 seconds. You feel me? But yeah, that's about it. That's about it, bro. Anybody else have any questions in the chat? Anybody want to say hi, YouTube?
I'm good.
Hi, YouTube.
Hello,
good.
YouTube.
I already had my